The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
What is up, everyone? It's Luke McGuire here. Want to make sure you can hear me okay at the moment. I'll chuck my webcam on here as well, and we'll just wait for everyone to get in here because, people are always a little bit late, so we don't want anyone to miss out here. What's up? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Let me know. Write in the comments. You can see me. Say hello. Say where you're from. Let me know. Awesome. Steve, Martin, Desiree, my regulars are here as usual. Awesome to see you guys. Cynthia, Daniel, awesome. All right, cool. I'm looking forward to this webinar, guys. As you can tell, I'm a lot more healthy than I was in the last webinar with Anik. I almost was on my deathbed then, I think. For those that don't know, I went over to Hawaii for my birthday. There's a school over there that I regularly donate to. And I was there to see how the money affected the school, affected the children, how it helped them. And it was amazing to see. But it's the first time all year I stopped for 1 week, and I relaxed, I got off the computer, even though I did a webinar with you guys, and I got really, really, really sick, and I went to the doctor there, and they gave me a needle in my butt and all this crazy stuff, and I just came back to Australia, and things just got worse and worse and worse. So basically what happened was I went to my doctor here, and he's like, man, you have got like a secondary infection here, which is, I went to my doctor after the last webinar you guys were on, and you could see I was sweating and probably looked like Smeagol from Lord of the Rings. Was not a healthy kid, that's for sure. But I'm all good now. I'm fresh. But one thing I realized after that was I kept on burning myself out all year by just going. My health I've put to the side a bit. I haven't been training. I haven't been looking after myself. And I realized when I got really sick, because I never get sick, that I need to look after myself a bit better, which is why yesterday, many of you might have seen on my Snapchat or on my Instagram story. I'm going to chuck my Instagram in here, so in the chat box, just so if you want to follow my stories ever. I'm going to talk about stories in this webinar. Basically, an Instagram story is similar to Snapchat. It's little live moments that last 24 hours. Basically, I went and did a floating pod. Who here, put a number one in the box if you know what floating is. Put a number 2 in the box if you don't know what floating is. Got a few ones, lots of twos. What I'll do is I'll show you right now, and then we'll get started into it. But I thought this was pretty cool. Let me just get it up on floating pod. It's pretty cool. Let me just share my screen with you guys. All right, you guys can probably see my screen now. What we've got here, it's called a floating pod, and it's basically a giant bath in a sense. And what it does, they fill it up with lots of like ridiculous amounts of magnesium and Epsom salts. So basically you are buoyant when you hop in there. And what it does is you close the lid, the light turns off, you can't hear anything, you can't see anything. You're floating, so you're in zero gravity, you have zero senses besides you and your mind, which can sound a bit scary, but I thought it's meant to be a really good form of meditation. And I thought to myself, you know what, I'll try it. I'm really bad at going away from my computer, from my phone, from checking on everyone, from making sure everyone's looked after, from making sure my emails are responded to. I'm go. This is a time where you hop in there for an hour, you just relax. There's nothing you can do but just listen to your mind. And it was kind of strange. For the first 20 minutes, I was a bit, not freaked out, but I was a bit jittery. I was a bit thinking, oh, how do I get comfortable? How do I try to relax and switch off? But after about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, it was weird. I realized I just relaxed, and then but the next 30 minutes went so fast. It was weird not thinking what thought was going to come into my mind next, and it was really nice just to switch off for some time. And basically when I hopped out of there, I thought, wow, that was actually pretty damn cool. Now, I know a lot of people are claustrophobic and they might not like it, but it made me realize I need to look after myself a bit better. I'll probably do it again and try to learn how to relax a bit more and look after my body and whatnot. So people say an hour. Yeah, sensory deprivation, that's what it's called as well. An hour sitting still. Well, you're not really sitting, you're floating around, and it kind of feels really nice on your body because it's one of those, there's zero strain and pressure anywhere on your body whatsoever because you're floating around, you're enjoying it. Weirdly as it sounds, some people say they feel like it's like being kind of reborn again, which is a bit strange. I didn't feel that. I just kind of felt like I was floating and there was no way I could sink. But it was really nice, and I'm really pumped up. I'm excited, and I'm really excited to smash the rest of this year out and looking forward to 2017. But I'm going to talk about New Year's resolutions and whatnot, and why I hate them in ones a bit later on. But we are here to talk about e-commerce, and I want to thank you all for being here today. What I might actually do here, let me get this up now. Let me see. You always see on webinars, right, when people are saying, oh, I wish you could see all the people here in the comments. I wish you could see everyone responding and talking. What I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to, if this app works on my phone, I'm going to Instagram story you guys so you can actually see how many people turn up to these webinars. Let me just try to flip this over for you guys. Cool. You guys can see my phone here, okay? If you can see my phone, let me know. Yes. All right, cool. On the count of 3, I'm going to get this up, and I want you guys to write e-commerce. I want everyone to write e-commerce here because you guys are going to end up on my Instagram story, and after this, I'll probably end up giving someone $100 out of that list. I'll choose it randomly, okay? So 1, 2, 3. Write e-commerce, write e-commerce. I want to see you guys here. Boom. Oh, you guys are awesome. So you can see what I mean. There are lots of people here, and it's a really big team effort here. So I'm going to upload that. And I want to just go through everyone here writing it. So you guys are insane. So now you can actually see that lots of people, hold on, I'll get that up there. That's cool. So now you guys can see lots of you turn up here every single week. That's why it's a really cool community here, and I really appreciate you guys coming because it makes me excited when you guys are excited just like this. Someone asked what that actual app's called. It's called Reflector. It's a pretty cool little tool there. But with that being said, we're 8 minutes into this now. I'm going to get started with this e-commerce webinar, and I'm really excited for this because this was one of the first ways I started to make money online. And by no means whatsoever, I am not an e-commerce expert at all. I just figured out a simple way that you can put the pieces together and start to make a very profitable business. I rinsed and repeated it, and I did it a few times. So for example, these are one of my teeth whitening strip companies, completely designed by me. I'm going to show you guys how I made this, how I outsource it, how I get these for about $2 a packet, how I sell them for above $20 a packet. And the way I'm just going to show you guys here, it's not even the most ideal way, I would say, for doing e-commerce, but this is just one way you can do it. Then on Sunday, I'm actually going to be bringing, this Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be bringing in an e-commerce expert. Fred Lambs is his name. He's a really good friend of mine. He just dominates in e-commerce. That's his bread and butter. That's what he does full time. So I'm going to show you some basics here, get you guys excited, show you guys how I do e-commerce in a basic sense. Then Sunday, I'm going to get excited and bring in Fred, and we're going to go to that next level, which he'll blow your mind even further. But I know a lot of people have been looking forward to this. So if you're excited, write #excited, write excited in the comments because I am excited for this. I'm excited to show you this. I haven't really shown anyone this before besides my girlfriend and a couple of my close friends who have gone out and done the same process and gone crazy with it as well. Awesome, guys. Daniel says excited to be here with you, Luke. Awesome. I'm excited to be here with you guys as well. Let's get started. So what we're going to go through today, we're going to get started with, let me just get this up here. We're going to get started. We're going to talk about e-commerce online and why it's such a big industry. We're then going to go talking about e-commerce with Instagram, which is how you guys are going to dominate with this. We're then going to go through some of my actual products that I actually created and I sell every single day, completely run on the side on autopilot. I don't even touch them or see them or do anything with them anymore. I'll show you some other examples of the same process of other people, other everyday people that are making insane amounts of money to actually extreme celebrities like Kendall Jenner or Kylie Jenner, where she's got a lip kit that she got from Alibaba. I'm going to show you how you can find these products online. I'm going to then show you how you can actually get people to see your offers. We're going to talk about setting up an Instagram account for these e-commerce offers. I'm going to look at niches. I'm going to touch on websites, how to actually create your own e-commerce website. A lot of people might not have an e-commerce website yet or not know where to start, or do they do Shopify or WordPress, or what do they do? All these different things. I'm going to cover these right now. So let's get started, guys. Tim says, will this be recorded? I'm going to ensure it's being recorded right now. GoToWebinar has a mind of its own sometimes, so hopefully it'll be all good. I think it'll be all good. So I'll make sure I get that replay out after. So let's start with this company here. This is one of my favorite companies to talk about that blew up to creating a $20 million a year business on Instagram with e-commerce. Now, this was created by two Australian ladies. They live in Melbourne and they used to own a coffee store. And they got the coffee grime from the coffee shop, put it into a brown bag. What that coffee grime would do would be a good exfoliator for your skin. And they started selling it online. Now, they have a really cool mark. I'll show you that actual product here. This is what it looks like. A brown bag with a plain branding with coffee grind inside for an exfoliator. They've got a really cool marketing angle. It's called Frank Body. And all their marketing is like, I'm having a shower with Frank. Frank, why don't you come and hop in the shower? That type of thing. It's a bit of a play on words. It's a bit naughty, but it sells really, really well. But this is very, very basic stuff. A brown paper bag with coffee grind that's going absolutely viral, doing a $20 million a year business online, purely through Instagram. Instagram's their main driving force here. That's one example. We now have Kylie Jenner's lip kit here, which is a basic box with some lip liner in it. I think it is lip liner, lip something or other, something in there. But what that actual product is, again, I'm going to show you how you can get that online and create your own version of that right away there. I'm going to show you my kiss strips, the ones that I showed you right here. I'm going to show you this online really quickly right now. Sorry. Unless my site's decided to have a mind of its own. We're good to go. So this is my teeth whitening strip business, and I'll show you. I'll open up one of these. I might send some of these to people that want some here. I'll give them away as a prize on here. Basically, they open up, little packet inside, and in here we have 14 individual teeth whitening strips. You peel them off, put them on your teeth, and they will whiten your teeth within the hour. You use them every single day for the full 14 days. We've got a little shade cart in here, and you can see where your teeth are on the actual cart. And then basically that's what that product is here. And we sell these every single day, $34, sorry, that's Australian. We've got teeth whitening pen here that we sell as well. And then we actually go and upsell them in bundles as well. And we're going to talk about the marketing side of doing that to really move more units. That's another one there. I'll show you one of my final ones here because you get the idea now. Shrinktee.com. This is one of my weight loss teas here that, again, I've done it again. Sorry, Shrinktee.com. Why isn't this working? There we go. This was one of the most basic sites I made ever. I think it's very average, but it absolutely dominates in terms of sales. We get this tea online, we put a sticker on it, we sell it, it simply works. And we have a few different packs here and whatnot, and we went and made this site very, very quickly to show you how easy it is to get started and set up on your e-commerce businesses. So now you can see there's lots of different ways you can sell products online. There's lots of different ones here that I just showed you now, from mine to other people's and whatnot. I'll show you how to actually find these products and all the different niches you can go into right now. But you can see the idea is you buy these products for next to nothing. You create a site, you make a brand for it on Instagram and social media. You send traffic to your Instagram account, then to your website, and then you create sales. Every time you do an Instagram update from then on, people that are following you are going to see your brand, your product. They're going to want it. They're going to want to need it. They're going to be engaged with it. I'm going to show you how to do all of that in this webinar here. So you get the idea there. So let's get started with where the hell do I find these products and how do I buy them cheap? Basically, there's one answer for this, or two in a sense. Who here has heard of Alibaba or AliExpress? Put a number 1 in the box if you've actually heard of Alibaba or AliExpress. Most people here have. Some people haven't. Be honest, guys. No one can see the comments now besides me. So I'm here to really make sure everyone understands it all. Cool. We've got a few twos as well. Basically, Alibaba and AliExpress are probably the biggest online marketplaces for shopping in the world, especially when it comes to finding products that you want to sell yourself or a marketplace otherwise. So Alibaba, let's go here to Alibaba. Again, this webinar is going to be a bit on the fly. I haven't done slides or anything because I think it's sometimes fun just to show you real life examples here because it's more real, I think. So Here's Alibaba, and the difference between Alibaba and AliExpress is AliExpress you can go on to and buy one item of a specific product if you wanted to. AliExpress is for more vendors who want to buy bulk lots of product. And there's benefits and negatives to both. Now, when I got started with these kit strips, I went on to Alibaba here because I wanted to buy in bulk. Someone said here with AliExpress, shipping can take a long time. Sometimes it can, that's correct. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to buy these in bulk. I wanted to have my own product created with my own branding, with my own design. I wanted them shipped to my door. So they would come here to my door, and then I could then actually then ship out the products myself or with my team or whoever wanted to do it. That's one way you can do it. A benefit of that is because you're buying in bulk, you're going to get the product a lot cheaper. You're going to be able to then get them to your door so you can send them yourself. You can track them yourself. You can actually be responsible for everything with your business. Now, I'll show you a good example of this with another teeth whitening company here on the Gold Coast. It's called High Smile, I think it's called. A few kids here from where I live here, they say that they've done $10 million last year. Now, this here is a little teeth whitening thing here with some syringes with teeth whitening syrup in it, basically. If I go over here to Alibaba, if I go teeth whitening kit, you can see here already there's going to be a bunch of different options here with the syringes, with the kits, the same little mouth thing with the light thing here. Now, this company here, High Smile, has gone, they said they've done $10 million in a single year, which is pretty crazy, right? So what does that mean? How did they do that, basically? Well, one thing they did do is they paid Kendall Jenner, or Kylie Jenner, I think it was Kylie Jenner, sorry, the one I just showed you with the cosmetics, $20,000 or more to do a shout out for this actual product. Because that celebrity then endorsed this product went viral. But the core cost of this product is nothing. You can get them here from $1 to $1.50 to $5 per box here, basically. And what do these guys sell them for? Let's see what they sell them for here. $39, so $40 here plus shipping. I'd say that's what it would be. So, or $80 for this one here, which is the actual kit. So you can see the markup there. It's insane for a product you can get here for next to nothing. Now, we all don't have 20 grand to go out and give it to Kylie Jenner to do a shout out, right? So I'm going to show you guys later on how we can get that traffic and how we can get affordable shout outs coming and how you guys are going to get a free gift and a free software here on a tool that actually finds these influencers, and you can actually work with them one-on-one for very, very cheap. But that'll be a bit later on here. So that's one example here. I'm going to show you my own example of these teeth whitening strips. And by the way, if you type in private logo, they'll actually private logo it with your own logo here on Alibaba. Now, there will be minimum orders that you need to do on Alibaba versus AliExpress, but you can custom it. And then I personally see in a lot of ways it's better. One big downfall is you need to ship them yourself, which really can get frustrating. But end of the day, if you're making money, it's not too bad. Let's do teeth whitening strips. So you can see here, the strips here, I'm going to find, this is literally the same box that I have here, but I've had my own design put on it. That I got designed on Fiverr.com. Fiverr.com, you can get designs made up very, very cheaply. And then you just send them the design to these outsourcers. They can put it on the box themselves. And then what they can then do from there is create your own brand, your own packaging, everything according to how you would like it. Or you could just go ahead and buy one of these generic brands and generic pre-made boxes, and it's all good to go. Now, one thing I'm going to say here from experience, an $8,000 mistake I made. First time I got an outsourcer to create my kiss strips here, I said, this is the design I want, this is the boxing, this is what I want to get done. They said, sure, that's fine. They sent me pictures of the actual example, and I was too excited to get my stock. I said, yep, that looks fine. Send them all, make them all, get them delivered. They sent me 3,000 boxes of this advanced teeth whitening here, but all they did was stick a sticker, stick a sticker of this on top of that product. So you could peel the top one over and see the one behind it. That was one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made. So make sure you guys go out and actually get a sample if you're going to do it this way. Request a handful of samples to ensure you are getting the quality that you want to get. And one other thing is, if you're going to pay for these things, if you pay through PayPal, make sure you only pay with one payment. Don't do split payments, because the moment you do a split payment, as in half now and half later, you automatically void any seller protection you will get with PayPal. I'll say that again. If I say I paid half up front and half at delivery, and it wasn't what I expected, and I wanted to get my seller protection, I can't, because I voided it with PayPal, because I paid in split payments, and PayPal doesn't protect split payments. So that's a good one to know, guys. So Arthur says here, that's funny. Not really. I think it's funny now. And at least I can make that mistake so you guys don't have to. And at least I finally got the product I want, and it's working really well now. So let's have a look at some other niches. Let's have a look at tea. Now look at tea and find weight loss tea here. Let me type in, you can actually get the raw tea. Let me type in custom bag tea. Because weight loss on Instagram, anything beauty on Instagram is going to sell really well. The same bags and whatnot here that you can actually design with your own sticker. Let me type in tea tox. That's what people call it on Instagram. Tea tox. And there's different forms of tea here. And you can find any form of tea here. Boo Tea. This is a big Instagram company actually on Instagram and in America called Boo Tea. And they're obviously selling the actual exact same product here that you could go out and buy and redesign. Let's have a look at Frank Body. This one here that I showed you here. Let's type in coffee scrub. Let's see what we can find here. Let me go back to Alibaba. Boom, 200-gram coffee scrub packaging, already packaged for you. You can put your own design on it. The same bags, the same stuff. Here's in my one that looks a bit nicer. So they reckon for a set, I don't know how many is in a set, but 0.0, so 2 cents to 4 cents a set. This, yeah, so you can see the prices here are insane. And say even if it was $5, because sometimes they don't reflect what they actually are online. But let's say it was $5. They're charging here $18 here for this product. That's a good return on investment there. Then we can add on shipping and handling. You can add a few dollars into handling there as well, and you can start to make some nice profits here. So what you can do is come on here, buy in bulk a specific type of product that you might want to sell online, and it goes for anything. It's not just weight loss tea and stuff like that. You can type in bean bags probably. You can sell whatever you wanted to do. So bean bags are here. You can type in maybe even TVs, GoPro, maybe there's replicas of GoPros. There's everything you can imagine on here. Now, what you then should do is go ahead and contact multiple suppliers and negotiate with them. The first offer is not going to be the best offer. They're not going to tell you that they're going to want to get the best deal for them, obviously. And the Chinese especially are very good at playing hardball. But don't take their first offer, even if you have to go away for a few days, and make them compete on each other, and say you want to have a win-win deal with them and you want to work as a team and whatnot. There's right ways to negotiate with these type of people. But you can see here, there's any form of product whatsoever. So this is the first way you can do things. Buy bulk product here, then go ahead, have it shipped to you, deliver it yourself, create an Instagram account related to your niche, which we'll do a little bit later on in this webinar. Start to post related content to your niche, start to drive traffic to your Instagram account, then to your website. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But first, let's go to AliExpress. This is a big way that people love to do e-commerce, because when you go into AliExpress, you can type in anything like same as Alibaba, but you can order one product if you wanted to here. So I've typed in earrings. I think I spelled it wrong, but let's just say it was a phone case I was looking for. $3.98. If I could sell it for $15, $10, I can make a profit there. And I only need to order one. If I sold this product on my website, When the order comes through, I can connect it so it then goes straight to the retailer here, and the retailer then sends this product to the actual buyer. All delivery. I never see the product. I never touch it. I don't do anything like that. Earrings, that's why I spelled it wrong. So earrings here. And you can start to go through here and start to see any form of niche or product. And you can order only one of these products if you wanted to. You don't need to have stock sitting around. So say you don't have money to buy bulk stock right now. What you could do is this type of option here and actually sell to order. Again, someone said it before, a problem with this is sometimes shipping can be a little bit longer. So, and so keep that in mind when you're going to do this here on e-commerce. Now, I'm going to touch on this here as well. I'm not going to go too into it here, but Fred is probably going to touch on it more on Sunday because, again, he is the e-commerce expert and he is doing this part here. There's a thing called a free plus shipping model. One of my good friends, Adrian Morrison, Anthony's brother, who you would have seen on the webinar a few weeks ago, Adrian is the master at e-commerce. He did $250,000 on Black Friday through his Shopify account, which is crazy. And a big thing he does here is a thing called the free plus shipping model. So, for example, let's have a look at this here. Say this set of earrings here is $1.22 for the pair US. I buy that, but I sell that online on a Facebook ad, or I sell it on Instagram in my actual feed. I say, get these earrings for free, just pay shipping. The shipping could be $9. As Adrian's sweet spot is around $9.95, I think it is, for shipping and handling. The person is going to commit to doing this, and you'll be amazed how many people do this. They get the free object and they just pay the shipping. So while I have a $1.22 cost, if I'm getting paid $10, say, for the actual shipping and handling, I'm still making around an $8 profit there. You scale that up for multiple objects and multiple niches and multiple areas, you can start to make a lot of money. And the best thing about it is you do zero delivery for these actual products. So put a number one in the box if this makes sense to you guys. I've seen a few questions coming in here, and I've just been putting them to the side for the minute because I will have a question and answer time at the end. But if that makes sense, put a number one in the box. And if it doesn't make sense, let me know what doesn't make sense so I can recap it again quickly here. All right, cool. Some people are saying it does. I'm going to quickly, really quickly, I'm going to show you guys here I'm going to write it out because I know I'm a visual person. So my word screen's on here now. So say that set of earrings that I showed you was, let's just say it was $2. Cost of product, $2 on AliExpress. I'm going to do the free plus shipping model. This means this basically means the user or the buyer gets the product for free, they just pay shipping. So shipping, we could say, is $9.95 for shipping and handling, plus the free product. So say the product's $2, then we can say that our actual profit then is $7.95. Obviously, we might have advertising expenses. We might be doing shout outs with different influencers and whatnot, but we can talk about that later. But when you do this on a scalable business, which this is, the profit you're going to make is going to farly outweigh anything you're going to do because people love stuff for free, and you'll see if you do this way, it's going to go out of control. And again, Fred's going to cover this more on the weekend. And I'll probably get Adrian to come back in for those that are interested in this type of method to come and talk about that a bit more in a future webinar. But you guys get the idea there. Romy says genius. Yvette says awesome. Edwin says, how do you find the free shipping supplier? So on AliExpress actually then goes ahead and actually ships these products. So you can see here it says free shipping for this product here. This product here is actually 83 cents. This set of earrings here is free shipping. So the actual vendor in that $1.22 will ship your product for free. So that's how you can cover that there. You don't ever see the product. You don't ever touch the product. The money gets split. You can actually then make profit and have to do nothing at all. So that's another good way to do things there. But again, with the free plus shipping, you can only charge so much for shipping. Whereas if you have your own e-commerce business like this with bulk stock, you can then go ahead and actually have a much higher markup than just the free plus shipping model, for example, right? So that's a kind of cool way to do that here. So I'm going to see any questions here before we move on here. Okay, so Jeff has a good question here, which is going to segue nicely into, do you need a niche Instagram account for every niche you're trying to get into? So let's talk about niches for a second now here. Let me get up my actual, hold on, let me get this up here. We've got my Word document up here again. Let's talk about niche versus general stores. So the first thing you need to do is, are you creating a brand? So for me, Kiss Strips is a brand. This is like really cheeky advertising. It says at the top, "Have you stripped today?" On the back of it, it's I'll read you what it says on the back of it. It says, "I do kiss on the first date." And remember, these are actually teeth whitening strips. "I do kiss on the first date, and most people can handle my aggressiveness. However, if you feel any discomfort or irritation, please remove me so we can remain friends. Instructions are inside me, and visit our website for more information. Finally, only use me once a day, you cheeky devil." And then I wrote, this is a good call to action on my box. "I love a good selfie, so make sure you get one with me and show me off with a new smile." Then I have hashtag Kiss Strips, my Instagram account, my Facebook account. So there's a call to action on there as well. This is a brand product, which I'm trying to build up as a brand. So in saying that, I would have a branded Instagram account for this. Now, if I'm doing a free plus shipping model, I could easily do a general store on other earrings, on beauty, on lifestyle, and I could then sell different products related to that niche. It depends if you're going for a brand or if you're selling general trinkets and nice little objects into that specific area. If you're doing selling stuff like maybe a TV or GoPros or something online, what I then would do, you could even do something really cool on Instagram, is create a luxury lifestyle Instagram account, which is more of a general account. But then what you can do is show travel footage, travel locations, get people excited onto that account that are related to traveling, to having that lifestyle, and then you can then sell them that product that fits in perfectly with that lifestyle. And I'm going to show you guys, obviously, in this, how you're going to get people to actually come to your account and like your content related to that with Insta Easy, and I'll show you how to find content with Instamate here as well. Again, you'll see constantly in these webinars, no matter what we're doing, e-commerce, local marketing, affiliate marketing, product launching, the principles are going to be always the same when it comes to traffic, which is why I like to rehash them over and over and over again for you guys. But let's talk about finding a niche for a second. Finding a niche. Can you guys see that all right? Is that size okay for you guys? I think that should be okay. Yeah, cool. So finding a niche. So what I always say with niches, especially on Instagram, is think about the hot topics. What is hot? And think general first. So let's have a look at beauty, lifestyle, fitness. Let's say fitness and health, entertainment, movies. And then you can get deeper, you go survival. And now let's do this as a team here, because I know I've been talking for a bit. I want to get some of your recommendations here. I'm going to make this a bit bigger for you guys here. So let's make this, let's talk about sub niches. So let's start with beauty, which is a pretty easy one. What is a sub niche for beauty? Let me know your sub niches here so you guys can think. Pets is another one. I saw pets put pets. But let me know your sub niches for beauty. So we have cosmetics, good. We have, someone said sex. Don't advertise sex on Instagram, you'll get in trouble with that. Cosmetics, makeup, similar to cosmetics. Skin and hair care, nail products. Give me some more, give me some more. Let's go. Lipstick, which is another sub niche. fashion in general. Fashion, let's put fashion as a main niche down here. We can break that into sub niches. What else is there? Eyelashes, anti-aging, concealers, fragrances, personal hygiene, hair extensions. My pet hate in the world. It's nothing worse than hair extensions, especially when there's like, it looks like a cat's lying down. Like, see this here? This is my cat here. That could almost be a hair extension. I can't stand them, but hair extensions sell. Excuse me. 1 second. Okay, so we broke the beauty down into sub niches. Now think about even these as sometimes even products. So looking at cosmetics, we can break that down into products. So we could do makeup, lipstick, eyelashes, and so concealers and so on, fragrances, all this type of stuff we could do in here. We can then break it up to male and female. You can then go into Alibaba, AliExpress, and then go ahead and find these products. Let's just do that right now for an example so you guys can actually see this rather than me just saying it. Let's type in eyelashes. 30 cents for a tray of eyelashes. Custom packaging, natural ones. I don't know the quality of these. I'm not a girl, so don't judge me on if these are rubbish, but excuse me, you can brand this with yourself. Create your own Instagram account with a branded eyelash, get a few influencers to do a shout out saying they use them. Their legitimacy comes to your page. You then start to sell like crazy, sell them for 20 bucks, 30 bucks. You're buying them for $3. It makes sense. Let's do it over here on AliExpress. Again, AliExpress won't be custom to you, but you could sell this in just a general way if you found something you liked here. You can see that here. Let's type in hair extensions. So hair extensions, clip-in, $7.49 a set. It's probably the worst hair you've ever seen in your life, but it's cheap there, you know. So with this type of stuff, you might want to get some samples to see how it is, so you don't end up getting something that's probably made out of 400 people's hair put together. I've watched a documentary on hair extensions before and how they can actually get people like male and female hair from barbershops, mix it with this special stuff, and they can reconnect random people's hair together and they sell them online. It's pretty damn gross, but that's why I'm saying get some examples here. But you guys get the idea. That was just with the first niche under beauty here. So let's go down. Let's talk about lifestyle. What could be in lifestyle? You could do sun tanning. You could do sunglasses. You could do the latest gadget. You could do vaping. I know is a big one around the world. Vaping hasn't really taken off here in Australia. Don't want to come to I spelt it wrong, obviously. Whatever. Don't judge me for my spelling. Vaping is a big one in America, and in Australia it's not so big here at the moment. What else for lifestyle? Let me see what you guys have to say down here. Cars. So while you might not be able to sell cars, you could then sell car accessories. So I saw one the other day on Instagram that was like a smoke in your car, and it makes it so it doesn't smell like smoke. I don't know how well it works, and I don't smoke, but interesting here. Key rings, a good one. Branded lifestyle lifestyle products. So for example, key rings, you could do shirts, hats, whatever you wanted to do. You could then brand a specific lifestyle onto a relatively cheap product that relates to that specific person's lifestyle, values, goals, and so on. Fitness and health, I'm going to move through these pretty quickly, but you guys get the idea. Let's go to, let's get fitness and health. We can go weight loss, muscle building. We can do women's health, men's health, men's fat loss. What else do you guys think we could do for fitness down here? Weight gain, probably a very untapped niche. Stomach wraps. So we can look at this as in terms of supplements. or physical products. Again, you just go to Alibaba, type in fitness, men's health, whatever it is you want to do. There's going to be good things there. Detox, well, that's right. Tea. Low testosterone. Quit smoking. You guys are good here. High intensity training. So you guys get the idea. And when you go to this, thinking about what people are going to be thinking about, that's going to be a need over a want for them. So if a guy knows they have low testosterone, they're going to want to know how to get it up there. That's why testosterone boosters seem to be one of the biggest profitable supplements in the world. We could, on the flip side, outside of e-commerce, just think about these type of niches in terms of affiliate marketing, for example. You can sell affiliate products in any of these niches. So an ebook on how to raise your testosterone naturally. You could tell a video course from ClickBank that shows you how to lose weight for women. You get the idea there. Charles says, how do you brand a store on Instagram? We'll talk about that in a minute when we get down to it. David, this will be recorded. Entertainment, movies. So movies, you can go into different sub-niches of movies. There's movie buffs out there like crazy. So horror, thriller, love, and romance. Kids. Under these sub-niches, there's going to be products. So there's going to be, like, think about chains, Minions. Let's see what movie products we can find that are properly sold on here. I'm not sure if anything's going to come up. It just keeps on refreshing for me. It's a little Minion cup, kind of cool. Minion toothbrushes, Minions. That's on there. You could buy bulk dose, sell them online. You can put them on Amazon if you wanted to. And the reason why I've never really spoken too much about Amazon is because we don't have it here in Australia yet. It's about to come, so then I'll probably get into that a bit more. So again, I don't like to teach things that I haven't done personally myself. But again, here, Minions on here. Free shipping for little Minion purses. That could be a little good free plus shipping model. You can target families on Facebook or on Instagram and do a free plus shipping model on that. So you can see here there's products you can sell in these specific niches that are related to movies. People go crazy for this stuff. Star Wars. Think about what's the next coming trend that's coming up. Look at movies that are coming up in the future. It's called launch tracking. People do this often with product launches in the affiliate marketing space. They see what's coming up. They rank sites for them. They get promotions ready for them before they come out. Then when they do come out, they're already there before the bull, before the rat race, basically, and they're selling day one when things go crazy. So that's pretty cool there. So Minions, Star Wars, and so on and so forth. Pets, again, you can go dogs, cats. You can break it down even further to actually dog breeds. Cat breeds. And think about what products you can do underneath those. Cat socks. I know Adrian Morrison has a lot of cat socks. Dog costumes. Let's jump over for one final example before we jump into the Instagram side of things, talking about how do we then get the traffic to our pages. So let's go here. Dog socks. Sorry, dog costumes. Santa dog costume, perfect because it hits two boxes, dog lovers and Christmas. People love doing holiday, festive things like this. Little dog costumes here. You can buy in bulk if you wanted to, or you come over here to AliExpress, dog costumes. And sell by order here. Look for the ones with free shipping. You could sell these for 30 bucks, 40 bucks. I see people selling them for 70 bucks. It depends on how. Look at this one here. It's a pretty cool one. People go crazy for their dogs. Little pirate dog down here for 4 bucks. I'd buy that for my dog every day of the week. So you guys get the idea of how that would work down there. So you guys see how many different options there are. You can work this in so many different ways. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Let me just get my questions up here. If that makes sense to everyone, put the number 1 in the chat box. Go, yes, Lee, it makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know. Jane says, do you need licensing rights for selling Minion character items? That's the thing you're going to have to check with the actual vendor themselves. You can let them know if they have the licensing rights and whatnot. for specific products and whatnot. So check that out there. Cool. Everyone's saying one. Alejandro keeps on saying, give us the link to where you send to make the boxes. The vendor themselves will make the box for the product, if you mean boxes like this. Otherwise, just go on fiverr.com. They will design the box. Then the actual company on Alibaba will actually do the box there. So obviously, I've skipped a few questions here because at the end, I want to do a question and answer time for everyone there where I answer questions, because there's nothing worse than talking about something or listening to someone speak and then they go off on tangents talking about questions and answers. I always see it on Facebook Live, which if anyone does Facebook Live, always finish your sentence first before you respond to people in the comments that start commenting, because there's a lot of people watching, and if you break the chain of thought for one person, while it's nice, everyone else gets a bit lost then. So now that we've cleared that little part up here about how to find products, what products are, what's e-commerce, how do we then go from there to creating an Instagram account that actually is going to sell these products? So let me show you some examples of this. Again, the questions will come to the end. You guys are funny. So let's go to instagram.com/kiss strips. This is my teeth whitening strip page here. And I've been a bit slack on it lately because I've almost run out of these products. I'm thinking, do I buy more or do I go ahead and sell this product off? But you can see here things like I've themed it really nicely. And when it comes to creating content, whose issue here is what content am I going to post once I've got this product? I understand everything, but now I need to create an Instagram account. How do I find content? What content am I going to post? Put a number 2 in the chat box if that's your issue. Cool. People say content's hard. A lot of people saying 2 here. Some people say they're fine with content. So let's cover this for a bit here. I always say with anything you're doing on Instagram, always break it up into 3 different sections. The first going to be what is going to be the value that the person is going to want to see when they come to your Instagram account. People are going to come to your account. I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. But people come to your account, they're going to want to see value. They're not going to want to be seeing buy now, buy this, buy that. You often see it on Instagram, on Facebook, overwhelming sales posts. We are not on Instagram or Facebook to be sold to directly. We're there to see what other people are doing, have fun, see value. And if you can provide value, people are going to trust you, people are going to buy from you. So always think about how you can, first of all, provide fun content related to your niche. So you can see here, I've got some teeth here. It's a nice colored photo. I've got a nice color scheme going on here throughout my Instagram account here that my girlfriend runs because she's much more better at keeping color schemes and stuff going. You can see there's a theme going on here, which is attractive for people when they come to the page. I'll provide value here by posting content, that's related to my niche. So a few tips on maybe foods that are good for keeping your teeth clean, foods that aren't so good for staining your teeth, like coffees and red wines and whatnot. Yummy pictures like this that are just genuinely people are going to like to see, because I see that and I go, yum, I get happy. That releases good vibes in my body. And whether you know it or not, you're going to be more attracted to that brand if you see it over and over and over again, because you know that page posts really good content. Obviously, I'm going to be doing some before and afters once I start to get some results. I'm going to be showing user testimonials. I have call to actions on my boxes telling people to come to my page to do it. This is my sister here. I made her do a few shout outs for me, which is good. It's my boy Buck here over in Vegas. But you can see different ways we do things here. We have flash sales. We provide value to our audience in our niche. Now, let's have a look at Frank Body. Let's go through another example here. Where their Instagram. They have almost 700,000 followers. They've got lots of shout out testimonials and user testimonials. And a good way to get people to do this is give them an incentive to. Let them know every month you might give a $100 voucher or free products or whatever it might be. A free product could cost you $5. But if they give a shout out, they're going to get that free product, right? So you can see here, they've got a very similar branding thing going on here. It's a good example page to work with. They have flash sales maybe once a month. They have nice imagery. They have generic content as well. So like this is just a picture of some pink pillows. Booty sleep starts here, let's be frank. So they got cool little hashtags and stuff going on there and whatnot. End of the day, you're branding your account with high value content that relates to a niche that people are going to want to see. 80% should be high value content, 20% should be sales related posts. So think about that. Now, how are you going to find this? Well, first of all, you could go to Instagram and you can type in keywords here like hashtag teeth whitening and find it manually, screenshot it yourself. Go in here, you can see High Smiles pumping everywhere with their stuff. Find what other people are doing. That's not teeth whitening. Find some weird stuff on Instagram sometimes. But you can see what other people are doing. You can go teeth meme and find a meme that's related to teeth. Now, this is just related to teeth whitening, teeth, right? So that's related to teeth. That could be good for my page. I could go in here and type in fitness or fitness memes. I could go to Google. I could type in fitness memes. And this is going to make people laugh when they go see this in their newsfeed. So this is value content. Dear Abs, I will find you and I will reveal you from that. So this is fun value content that people are going to be excited about. I get excited when I see these memes. Half my phone is full of memes from random people's pages that I found funny, and I follow that page because it's related to something that I'm into. That's a good way to get going there. Now, I'm going to show you quickly Instamate here. A lot of you have it. A lot of you may not. You can go to instamate.com and get it if you want to. This tool allows you to basically go in here, and this is my tool. I created this tool. I'm not here to sell this or anything, but I'm here to show you it's a really easy way to find content. You can go here and say, I wanted to type in fitness. What it will do, it'll grab every fitness hashtag and every competitor page related to fitness on Instagram here as well. And what I can then do is go into say fitness motivation. Say I'm selling a weight loss tee, which I do. I can then go over to here, find some content that's related, and just do a shout out for someone here. And what I can then do is then post this content to my actual Instagram account from my computer. It's the only tool that allows you to do this, guys. You can't do this otherwise. The other way, you'd have to screenshot it on your phone and post it through Instagram itself. I can change this here, get rid of this, type in who's feeling fit today. This recipe is blah, blah, blah. Tell them the recipe of something that I made. That's a healthy value add there. Do a few value posts there. Post a funny fitness meme. Then do my sales post and tell people to go to my link in my description. I can edit this stuff as well, which is a neat way to do it as well. So say I wanted to go ahead and edit this. I just hit the edit button here. I can then go ahead and add in my call to action into this post. So let's just say I wanted to go text and then go here to get this free ebook, or in e-commerce it could be get this recipe book. Head to www.sitename.com. You get the idea. Post it to your Instagram account. Very quick, very easy to do. Call to action there. They're going to send them to your actual sales page or wherever you're selling the product at, and you can start to make sales like that. It's a really good way to really bulk up your Instagram account with value content as well. I'll show you another one. Shrink tea. So this is my weight loss tea product here. And again, I'm just reposting content that's value added. I'm not claiming it's mine. I'm just sharing value content here. So you can see here, value content. I think like a midweek wanderlust thing with my actual link there. People are going to think, they go, oh, wow, that'd be nice to on the beach. They're then going to think indirectly, wow, I'm going to get bikini body readily. Wow, this is on a weight loss tea site. I'm going to check it out. Come to the site. They see all the before and afters. They're then going to buy. It just simply works, guys. So I'm going to look at a few questions here, but that makes sense to you guys. So you go to Instagram, post value-added content. I recommend using Instamate. It's very easy to use. And actually, we've got Instamate 2.0 coming soon, which everyone who has it already is going to get the front end of that for free. That includes some pretty cool updates like video uploads, Instagram stories, which we'll talk about in a later webinar and whatnot. But you guys get the idea there. So now what we've done, let's just recap really quickly before we go into the final part here. Let me get this change back over. And again, I know I'm covering a lot of topics here, and I'm going to get Fred on Sunday to actually go ahead and break this down and show you how to automate a lot of these processes to make it a very streamlined system. So when they come to your Instagram account, they then buy, the order gets sent through. You don't need a website; it can be all done for you. So I'm going to show you that on Sunday. But here, what we've done today is we have one, looked at how to find products, broken down niche products, discovered the difference between bulk buying versus one-off sales. For free plus shipping, we touched on that. 5, we looked at providing value content with the 80-20 rule, with 80% value to sales content. Because again, once you get into a website, you can sell on a website, guys. And we'll talk about websites in a bit if you want to know how, should I use Shopify? Do I make a website myself? How do I do it all and whatnot? But you guys get the idea there. Now, so say this is probably your next question. Whose next question here is, I understand I've got this Instagram account where I'm posting viral content that's related to my niche. It's providing value. It's a nice theme. It looks good. I've got a product or a product that I want to sell, whether it be through bulk buying or whether it be through AliExpress. But say I've got that set up, how are people then going to go ahead and actually not only see my Instagram account, but actually go forward and see my actual website and products? Who's that? If you don't know what to do there, let me know what you think. Sorry, put that number 2 in the box if your question is, how do I then get traffic to see my actual offer, to see my content, to see my end product? I want to show you guys this again because I just want you guys to see how many are in the same boat. 1 second. I'm going to show you guys real quick here. So lots of you guys in the same boat here on that now. So that's pretty good. So I'm going to, again, whenever I do that as well, I'm looking for who's the most engaged here, because when you guys are engaged, I end up giving money away and I get excited on webinars. So stay engaged. So what I'm going to show you guys now is you've got your perfect Instagram account. Everything's going good. You've got your product. You understand how that's going to connect, but how do you get the traffic? There's a few different ways to do that. I'm going to jump back over to my Word document actually to show you. Let me just get rid of this over here. There's 3 main ways I suggest getting traffic here. The first is going to be Insta Easy. I'm going to show you the manual. It's a product of mine. I'm going to show you the manual way as well, because again, this isn't a sales webinar. But basically what Insta Easy does is auto engage your audience. Your Instagram account with your target market. I'll show you that in a minute. Second way we're going to do this is through shout outs. So how do we get influencer shout outs? Because say someone is an influencer, they have 10,000, 100,000 followers, whatever it may be. Their followers trust them, and then when they do a shout out of your product, that then becomes endorsement. Basically, it's the new way of celebrity endorsement. So how do I find these influencers? How do I make a deal? How do I make sales? I'm going to touch on that here. I've actually got a full webinar on that, probably next week or the week after actually. But we're going to touch on that here, and then we're going to have a look at competitions, loop competitions they're called. So let's start with Insta Easy. So who here has Insta Easy? Put a 1 in the box. Who doesn't have Insta Easy? Put a number 3 in the box. A lot of people have Insta Easy here. Okay, most of the people have Insta Easy here. But some people don't. So I'm going to quickly, awesome. People are going, I love Insta Easy, love Insta Easy. Love it. It's sick. Cool, 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 cool. All right, for the people that don't have it, basically, let's look at this. Let's say I wanted to go, say you wanted to go in direct competition with me. You wanted to start your own kiss strip company, your own teeth whitening company, which I encourage you all to do because your success makes me happy. But there are way more niches out there, right? What you could then do is go under your Instagram account. So you create your own Instagram account and say it's called Teeth Strips. Very, very boring and generic. You come to Instagram here, to my Kiss Strip site, click on my actual Instagram account and see all of my followers. It's one of the beautiful things about Instagram that Facebook doesn't have or allow you to do. You can't see fans' followers on Facebook, but on Instagram you can. Not only that, I can then start to follow fans from my actual account on Instagram here. So say, for example, I'm Teeth Strips. I could go into my competitors' followers, go in here and not only follow them, but go to their actual accounts and start to like and engage with their content. People are like sheep. When you start to do this, people are going to come back to your account, start to like and engage and follow. And because you're engaging with people in the right niche market, they are going to come back and be engaged as long as your content is relevant and people like it. The same here is if I went and typed in the hashtags, I can not only search competitor followers, but I can hashtag teeth whitening. And I can see people here. Not only have I found a bunch of influencers right now, that's really bad to look at. I'm going to scroll down from there. Not only have I found a bunch of influencers that I can now contact and then get them to do shout outs for my products, I can then go on here and follow people that are related to this niche. Now, tip here, this person's getting 12,000 likes on their photo. I wouldn't actually go ahead and actually contact, follow and engage with them because they most likely wouldn't see it. But as an influencer, they've got a lot of these influencers have their Instagram accounts, their emails in their actual descriptions here. Let's go back. It's kind of killing two birds with one stone right now because I was going to talk about influencers next. Let's see what so this person has a Kick, which is the mobile phone app. So I can actually go ahead and contact them through their email or here. And Hi Smile has bought the actual link description here to get more traffic through this account there as well. So it's a good way to look at it there, but you can do this with any niche. I can find people, the average person that just generally likes teeth whitening, and they've hashtagged it, and I can find them here. So this person is hashtag teeth whitening, they're going to be interested. This person gets their teeth whitened, they might want to keep their teeth whitening up. I know they like it, I'm going to like, follow, engage. That's me doing this manually, guys. Oh, wait, sorry, guys. I just realized I didn't have my screen showing. That's a really bad thing of me, my bad. It's up now. Let me just quickly go over that for 2 seconds again right now to get too excited and things goes a bit crazy. Hashtag teeth whitening. This page comes up. I can then find these users. I can click on their pages. I can find their emails in their descriptions. I can then go down here. Here's another influencer. 12,000 likes. Their emails here. I can contact them through there. I'll show you the Kiss Strips again real quick. I hate when I do that sometimes. Kiss Strips. And I can go onto any competitor's followers here, click on the followers, follow them, click on people's links, and I know these people are targeted, and they're going to want to come back and follow me and my page itself. So that makes sense to you guys, I hope. Did that little overview make sense? Put a 1 in the box if that makes sense. So I'm going to show you guys how to now automate that through InstaEasy, and a good example of how to do this with e-commerce, obviously here. Michael says, what's the difference between InstaEasy and Instamate? Instamate finds you all the great content, allows you to post it from your computer, schedule it and whatnot to make your Instagram account look really good. InstaEasy is going to automate your engagement. So this is InstaEasy here right now, and it's running with my actual Luke McGuire account here. And basically what this does is automates the exact same process that I just showed you just then. So what all I need to do is follow people based on a hashtag. So say I just use the example of teeth whitening. I could go teeth whitening, add that in. Now my Luke McGuire account, which really should be my Kiss Strips account, but I'm just going to show you as an example now. My Luke McGuire account is going to engage with and follow people here under the hashtag teeth whitening on autopilot 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I want to do the same over here. I could do that here as well. Now, I'm going to like content under the hashtag teeth whitening, which was, show you here a real life example of what's going to happen. My Luke McGuire account or my e-commerce account that I'm creating is then going to go out under 270,000 photos and like all of this content from my Kiss Strips account, from whatever account I add into InstaEasy. Now, let's say I wanted to go and then follow Hi Smile, if that's their username. Hi Smile Teeth Whitening that I just showed you then. Chuck that in there. Now my account is going to go out and engage and follow the most recent users of Hi Smile's account, which are going to be in the same target market as me, and that's every single day. So right now mine's on the beginner speed. Every day I'll like 432 photos and I'll follow 432 people in my target market that are completely niche specific. And when you follow engage with these users, these are buying leads if you have your hashtags and competitor URLs set up to be very specific. The fastest speed will like 1,000 photos a day and engage with 1,000 users, follow 1,000 people every single day and like 1,200 photos every single day. So I can see this down here and all the action that's been going on here. So what my account's been doing while I'm out at the beach, while I'm out working, while I'm talking to you guys right now, my Instagram accounts are working for me. They're dominating for me. And I know so many of you have Insta Easy already. So someone says, can you add more than one account? Yep, go here, add new account. When you buy Insta Easy right now, you get 3 accounts for the price of 1. And if you need to add more, you can chuck more in there as well. It's not you can just buy additional accounts. They're not expensive. And literally 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, your Instagram account is going to be engaging, driving traffic to your page. And guys, this simply works. So as I said before, I told you guys that for kiss strips, for example, I said I kind of stopped promoting it hard because I don't know if I want to sell out because I'm about to run out of stock. I have about 100 units left. I started it about, excuse me, 2 days ago, and I've just let it run. I've done nothing else, and there's already an order here. This is the back end of my site, which we'll touch on in a minute here. And you can see an order of $66 here, $45 yesterday, or the day before yesterday. And while these are simple right now because I'm not pushing it too hard, it's making sales for me, which is going to make sales for you guys as well. It just simply makes sense. And I might ramp this up again soon because if I do want to continue with it, I need to buy more stock and bite the bullet and go bulk. But in saying that, this is just showing you guys it just does work. So that's Insta Easy here. I'm going to go over here, chuck those 2 links in the description here. Then we're going to touch on something quickly, which I want you guys to hear. And so that's if you want to get these, you can. If you don't want to, I showed you guys the manual ways to do it as well. That makes things pretty easy there. So now that you understand, this is the first way of getting traffic. The second way of getting traffic is going to be through influencers. A good way to find influencers is through hashtags, like I showed you before. These people all have influencers. Is to go onto your competitors' profiles. So let's go back onto Frank Body's one. Let's go to Frank Body's Instagram if that's what I wanted to do. Have a look at shout outs. These people are going to be most often tagged in these accounts. I go here. You can then see that they've got their Snapchats here. You can actually direct message them through Instagram itself. There's lots of different ways you can contact them. You can Google it. You can type in, say, fitness Instagram influencers. So it shows me top 16 influencers in this niche. Fitness influencers on Instagram. 25 fit girls on Instagram. So I could go on here and find influencers. This is just for one niche, obviously, and then see who these people actually are. This is a bit of a weird site. Maybe I'll view gallery. Nude yoga girl. Okay, then let's go. This seems a bit better. I can click on their link. This person has their website here, which I could contact them through there. Let's see what this person has in their Instagram account here. Contact. There's a link there. There's a Facebook page, places to contact there. So there's different ways you can find influencers here. It's a bit of a manual process, but when you get access to thousands and thousands and thousands of people with their legitimacy, like Emily Skye, big Australian fitness influencer here, when you actually go ahead and get, see the email here if you want to contact this person, 1.8 million followers. Imagine if they do a shout out for you, it's going to go crazy, right? So you need to work with these different influencers. And in saying that, I hate this manual process. And one thing for being on my audience, guys, that I've told you guys in the last webinar, you might have missed it, that everyone is going to be getting my next tool absolutely free. It's called Insta-Famous. That's what these people are coined. So I thought it's a good time to tell you guys again here. Insta-Famous is going to be a marketplace where people can come into and go ahead and actually find these different influencers, but not only influencers. If you're a brand trying to find the influencer, if you have an e-commerce business or any form of business whatsoever, you can put up a job task that you want done. So say I buy a bunch of these kiss strips, which I already have. I want to have 50 influencers that are female in these areas with this amount of fans that are charging this amount of money to do an update for me. I can put that job out there, and influencers will then come to me and apply for me, and vice versa. I can go out and find influencers and work with them in this marketplace to actually get these shout outs done. Now, right now, there's lots of modeling agencies out there that are signing these influencers as basically the new form of models. And then they're taking like 40% cuts and whatnot for the actual shout outs and ripping people off like crazy. I'm here to destroy that industry. And as bad as it sounds for anyone that's in it, I'm sorry. But make it so it's just the influencer, just the brand. The actual marketplace itself, Insta-Famous, is going to be a place where it's safe. So you only, so no one's going to actually go out and pay. You won't pay the influencer any money until they've actually done the post, because a lot of the time people say they didn't get the product and they might not do the post and whatnot. It's going to be a marketplace, and everyone here is going to get that for free. So if you like that, let me know. Write yes, write Wahoo in the comments. Write Wahoo in the comments if that sounds good. Oh, it's good saying random words rather than numbers 1 and 2 all the time. Oh, this is good. I might take a picture of this and show you guys this afterwards again. So that's going to make sense. So I showed you a manual way to find these influencers now. Do a bit of digging, do a bit of Googling, do a bit of research, look at your competitors, find these influencers, and this is going to work out really well for you. Again, everyone's going to get that for free, no cost. It's going to be a part for you guys to jump into, and I'm going to give it to you guys before anyone else gets access to it as well. So you guys are going to be the first people to really use influencer marketing to that next level and get you guys ahead of the game. So that's going to be pretty cool. When does it come out, guys? I've actually been building this for about a year. I've had it built 3 times. The first 2 times I hated it, the way it was designed and the way it ran. So the third time it's going to come out really good. I saw it the other day. It's about 80% finished. Hopefully December, it'll be all finished up and ready to go. So it's going to be hopefully by the end of December, or this month now. Today's December, first day of summer here in Australia. You guys are going to get that all for free. So that's pretty cool. So that's going to be a little add-on there for you as well. So how long? I just want to check how long this webinar's gone for. It's gone for 1 hour and 10 minutes. It's a good time. There's still 500 people here. Normally when it gets past an hour, people start to drop off because I know people have things to do and whatnot. So that's cool. So you guys get the idea of how that works there. I'm going to touch on loop competitions right now. What a loop competition is, let me just show you an example. I'm not going to go too much into it now because I think I've overwhelmed everyone enough to start getting cracking with this concept here. This is a loop competition where I've teamed up with other e-commerce products in my niche. So you know how we did that giant list of e-commerce products before? Well, I found other brands in my niche, in the beauty niche and health niche here. We've got a body scrub, some body butter stuff here. They're different companies, and what we do is we say we're going to give away a sweepstake where whoever reposts this product, so repost the image, tags the image in the actual description, and tags 3 friends, for example, is then going to go into the running to winning this. And then basically what happens is a bunch of companies then go ahead and do that to their audiences. People start to share, tag, and comment. And then it's a good organic reach for free for you doing that there. I'm going to show you guys more of that in a future webinar, but that's a cool concept you guys can start thinking about there as well. So who here has enjoyed today's webinar? Because I'm not going to go for too much longer because I know you guys are busy. It's been a good hour here. Let me know if you have. Write yes. Awesome. Cool. Everyone's saying that they're enjoying it. Cool. So what I'm going to do now as well, I'm going to let you guys know what the plans are for December. So it's been a pretty crazy year for me so far. So obviously I told you I'm going to be working on my health. In terms of business though, what's going to be happening? You guys know I'm not one to do many launches and product launches out there, and somehow I am the #1 vendor on JVZoo. I don't know whether that's because people like my products or whatever it might be, but I've had a lot of pressure from some affiliates to keep on doing launches one after the other, and I've just said no. I'm not doing launches after launch after launch because I've got some really cool tools and really cool people like you guys here that I want to just keep on over delivering for. So I've been focusing this month to really scale up the products that I've already got out in the marketplace and really listen to you guys to really over deliver. So we've got in Insta Easy coming probably in the next week or two. We've finished it, the locations service. So what this means is inside of Insta Easy here, we can now follow based on hashtags and on competitive followers and whatnot. But a big request was if you could engage with people in a specific area, location services, and we have done this. It is ready. We're just testing it now, but it's working perfectly for me. We've got a few testers in right now, but that's going to be released later this month. So that's for free, no additional cost. You guys are going to get that for free there. So that's coming. We're also getting Instamate 2.0 finalized and finished. So that's going to include Instagram stories. That's going to include videos. That's going to include a few cool new things. We've actually worked, it's going to have to be an additional cost, but it's going to be so much smaller for you guys than when we actually release it as 2.0 to the public. For those that want to shut down the computer and have it go running in the background 24/7 like InstaEasy does here, because we found a way to create IP addresses that get connected to your Instagram account and your Instagram account only, that way you rent every single month. So you can shut everything down and have it run in the background, which is pretty cool. So a bigger feature ad that people would really like to have. So we've been working hard on doing that as well. What else is happening this month? Oh, that's what I'm going to say. This month, a lot of you guys know one of my first successes online was through a company called OMG. I started with OMG and I made my first affiliate sale online a couple of years ago now. It was for a yeast infection book, which is kind of ridiculous, but OMG taught me to focus on products that people need, not just want. And I thought, well, this is an affiliate offer that I saw pop up. People might need this. So that's pretty that's pretty crazy story there. But who here knows what OMG is? Put #1 in the box if you know what OMG is. If you don't know what OMG is, put #2 in the box. Cool. Yeah, most people do know what OMG is here. Some people don't know. It's basically it's a year-long training membership site, basically, where they have, I'd honestly say, the best coaches in each niche from around the world in one system. It's not a cheap program, guys, but basically what it is there's a Liz, she's $1 million a month expert on Amazon. There's Cotton, $1 million a month SEO expert and local marketer. He has Tony Robbins, Bob Proctor as clients, and he teaches you how to do that. We have Mike Long, an affiliate marketer, $1 million a month, so on and so forth. See, I'm not here saying any of this right now. I just want to let you guys know, though, that OMG opens up once a year. It starts in January, finishes at the end of December. Actually, I think it's even a bit longer now. I think it's 16 months of training. It's pretty crazy and in-depth. So they are actually they've got a little pre-launch on right now. I did a thing for their special ops promotion earlier in the year. And basically, that was just a little 3-4 month program that people got some really crazy results, and just to dip their waters into OMG because it was a lot cheaper. Now, OMG is open again right now for the next year. They open the gates for that. But what I want you guys to be a part of is that in December, they have a whole month of value training, value webinars, all for free that you can be a part of, guys, for no cost at all. So I'm not saying go out and buy OMG because without, like, even though I'd like you guys to be a part of it because I was, and I got some really good results. It's a good month to be a part of getting some really good value content from some of the best experts in the business. OMG is a company that Bob Proctor promotes, Onyx and Gale promotes, Ty Lopez promotes. Guys in there, like I said, Cotton Grammar has Tony Robbins as a client. So it's literally the best of the best. And you can have a whole month free trial, free training basically from them. So what I'm going to do is put a link in the box here, and they've given me a free ebook for you guys to give away here. So I'm going to go ahead and send this to everyone there. I'm going to go put it in the chat box as well right now. So you can click on there and it's going to go chuck in there. And then you're going to get access to the free webinars and the free training and free ebooks and whatnot. It's not asking you to buy anything. So that's a pretty good little value add there. And I'm sharing that with you guys because that's where I started. Marie says Alex Becker. Yeah, Alex Becker is one of the top OMGs in there as well. Alex Becker is one person I actually sold my car initially and paid him and his partner at the time, Alex Cass, to teach me how to do product launching online. And as you'll see, I don't really do many product promotions for low ticket products and stuff that's cheap and nasty and just the next hot topic of the day, right? I like to share with you guys content and products that actually work. And in saying that, I do reviews of low ticket products every now and then. But I've often found that the higher ticket products, the ones that cost a bit more, are the ones that really get you guys the results because the people in them are the real deal, and more importantly, have got their customers and students the real results as well. So jump into that. Make sure you go to that link there. That's going to be a nice little value add to get the free ebook. They just pump out content. OMG, it's pretty crazy. So that's pretty cool there. Now, this Sunday, if you guys like this webinar, come on and see Fred Lamb. It's on Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll be on it as well. He is the expert at e-commerce. He literally, like, him and Adrian Morrison are probably the two biggest guys in e-commerce that I know that are actually getting results, not only for themselves, but for their students as well. You're going to come in here, you're going to learn a lot of content. You're going to learn how to scale up that free plus shipping model. You're going to learn how to create a website. You're going to learn a lot of content that I simply am not good at teaching. And he is the expert at that, which is why I want him to teach you and show you guys as well. Now, someone says, what's the link? It's going to be the same link as this. I'm bombarding you guys with links, graham.com/webinar3. You guys are registered for this one, so I'm not going to make you guys register again. I'm just going to share this one again on that one there. So what we're going to do then is have him come in here and share this with you, do some more e-commerce training. Now, I'm so transparent. He is going to show you guys an offer of a tool that he has of a done-for-you system at the end of the webinar. I know people hate pitches and offers and whatnot, and this is not that. You're going to come on, you're going to learn a lot of good, valuable training, just like you have here. Then he's going to show you a solution that he has created that hasn't been shared before on how to create a done-for-you site that's all connected, that connects all the dots, so you can just get set up and start making money without having to worry about how do I get a website, how do I find a vendor, how do I find these products, how do I connect the dots, and so on and so forth. In saying that, I will show you guys the manual way as well, but it's imperative if you guys want to do e-commerce, jump on this webinar and Sunday night. It'll be a lot of fun. So in saying that, if there's any other questions, let's go question and answer time now. Turn on the screen, please. Don't know what that screen is. Christine says, yeah, Fred Lamb is great. Just been learning from him recently. Yeah, Fred is the nicest guy ever. I met him earlier in the year at Anthony Morrison's wedding with Anik. It's crazy. You find there's people that are doing really well for not only them and their students. They hang around in these small groups, and it's been really humbling that they've kind of welcomed me into their audience and let me and come and teach you guys as well, because it's not every day you get people that are worth $100 million, $500 million, sort of $1 billion online coming online here. So that's pretty cool there. Good question by Alex. Instagram business accounts, pros and cons. So Instagram, oh, by the way, I just kind of jumped into question and answer time. Instagram, excuse me, let me have a sip before I talk about this because it's a very good question. John says, is this really live? Yes, it is really live. But by the way, back to the question. Instagram is rolling out business accounts now. And what this means is they're trying to separate people who are people versus people who are businesses. If you have a business account, they give you analytics. They give you a few more little perks. But why I tell people now, don't change your business account yet if you haven't already, is because my mindset is that they're trying to separate people from businesses so they can then begin to limit the reach of organic posts on business accounts, so you then have to pay for the Instagram ads. I don't know if this is true, but that's why I think they're trying to split this up. Just like on Facebook. Facebook pages used to dominate. People used to use Facebook profiles for their business. They then made pages, they segmented them, they then destroyed the reach that you would get on Facebook and make you pay for Facebook ads for people to even see your update anymore, right? So hold off on changing to a business account if you haven't done so yet. Question here, if with Instamate you use other people's content, how do you make sure you don't follow them on InstaEasy? Good question again. When you're posting content on Instagram, Instagram is the re-sharing world. As long as you're not claiming content is yours, you're just providing value. There's so many reshare apps on the iOS store that are approved, that are on Facebook that are approved. Just make sure you're providing high value content. Some mechanics. How many accounts can you handle on one IP address from the same on one phone from the same IP address? So that's a good question as well. I always think about it like this. If you're in a home with a family, say there's 4 people in a family, there could be more. That's 4 phones on average. Every phone you can create 5 Instagram accounts. You can log in with more, but you can create 5 Instagram accounts. So in saying that, you have 4 people, 5 Instagram accounts, that's 20 Instagram accounts you can completely safely use on one IP address. When it comes to InstaEasy, we just are so safe that every Instagram account has its own IP address, just because we want to look after you guys. So that's that sense on there. Derek says, are you still selling OMG machines? Yeah, I'm going to be offering that to everyone if you guys want to pick it up. I'm not a hard seller, but I like to show you guys what's worked for me, where I've come from, how I've got results. And OMG has some of the most insane results I've ever seen. So yes, I'll be saying that for sure. I sent a link for that just to opt into their free content so you guys can see what it's like. Link for Sunday, it's at instamate.com/webinar, Sunday night. Yeah, I've got some crazy, lots of comments coming in now. How long before I turn up InstaEasy to the next speed? So here, I always start on the beginner. I like living on beginner, to be honest. I'm not in a rush. But I say a week, and then I'll change it up just to normal. A week, go up to fast. So always take about a week before you change speed. So really make it organic and make the engagements look natural. Because if you go from never liking a photo to liking 1,000 photos a day, Instagram might say, okay, was this you that liked these photos? And it'll pause your InstaEasy. It won't stop your account because you can like 200 photos an hour manually, which is way above what we have here on screen here. Dave, I'll send out the replay today. Where do you find free stuff to give away as lead magnets? If you're trying to do an opt-in, why create my own lead magnets? There's lots of sites online. You can go to Code Canyon and give away products there. Think about that. What else do we have here? Can you use Instamate and InstaEasy on the same account? Yes, you can. Do you suggest different IP addresses for different Instagram accounts? No, if you're just doing general stuff, you don't need to. If you have InstaEasy, we give you an IP address. It's all set up in the back. How much of an investment with Alibaba to start? That's a good question. Depends on what you're trying to do. I always think it's always good to look at the minimum order quantity because it depends on your product and the vendor. So you're always going to want to negotiate back and forward. Sometimes it's better to go ahead and actually buy a lot more of the product because you might get half the price of the actual cost per unit. It's really weird how it works like that sometimes if you're buying in bulk. So it depends on the product, how expensive or cheap it is, how many the minimum order quantity is. It's really what you're comfortable with spending and the return on investment you can see with that there. Chuck says, how much for extra accounts on InstaEasy? You can buy one, I think it's $17 a month, or you can buy bulk ones for a year options. We have 3 packs, lots of different packs in there that you guys can see in there as well. Can you give more detail on how location settings will work in InstaEasy? Well, you'll see when you get it. It's basically you add in your different locations you want to target, and then your Instagram account will only engage with people in those specific locations because we can track where photos are posted and people are from through Instagram itself. Alex C with the good questions. How much do you pay influencers for post? That's a good question. Again, this is going to be per person and what they are used to, but I suggest you can start off with $50 for a post. $20 some people will accept, but $50 to $100 is around the norm. But that investment of $50 could get you, well, it often does, if you get the right influencers with the right brand and the right product, get you a massive, massive return on investment of that like times 10. Think about this. If I sell this product here for 36 bucks. I give an influencer 50 bucks free to do a shout out for 10,000 people. 4 people buy, I'm already hugely in the positives there. And you rinse and repeat that with multiple influencers, it makes sense. Now, one thing with this again is if the influencer has 1 million followers, they might think they're entitled to $1 million. Not necessarily $1 million, but a lot more than if the influencer has 500,000 followers. Always have a look at their engagement, because if they have 1 million followers and they're getting, say, 5,000 likes on their post versus someone who has 500,000 followers but is getting 10,000 likes on their post, if that 500,000 person is charging a lot less because they're looking at fan numbers, they have much more engagement, which is going to be a much better influencer to use, and you'd be surprised how many people don't actually go and look into that. But when you guys get Insta-Famous again for free, we break down their analytics for you. We have reviews set up. We have everything in there, so you don't need to worry about that at all. Sandra says, when's everyone getting Insta-Famous? You guys will all get it for free as soon as it's done, hopefully this month. Everyone's asking for the next webinar link for Sunday night, but I'm going to put it again here, .com/webinar. It'll be the same link as this. I'm just going to change the title and whatnot after this. So I'll send it to everyone again. Sorry, I sent you the wrong link just then, Judith. So that's the last link there. So that's Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to change the description for this right after this, and I'll email everyone about it. How do you pay for a shout out? Normally people do PayPal or bank transfer, but when you do when you get Insta-Famous, we're going to be using escrow, so it's going to be completely safe, and it's going to be a much better payment system there. It will go through PayPal, but the money will be held in escrow until the influencer posts the photo. Then you can release the money to the influencer. My cat's cute. Oh yeah, my cat's moving around now, isn't he? My cat's a little runt. She was like the last one left, and she has a bit of a problem growing hair, don't you? Her name's Nala, like off the Lion King. I'll put the link here. /Insta Webinar 3. So that's there. I'm going to send everyone again that OMG link one more time and get your free ebook and get this free month of really cool training. I know OMG is going to be closed. They've got the gates open for next year now, and they're doing a 3-month bonus of content this month. But if you're just hearing about it, jump in there and have a free month of enjoying it. You guys will really like it. Han says instafamous.com has a 404 error. That is because I have not put it up yet, and it is not ready for everyone yet. But when it is, I will ensure everyone's added to it directly. Rhonda says, what do they charge OMG for the yearly course? Well, OMG, they've done something cool this year. It's a monthly charge. So I think the course normally is around $6,000 if you bought it all out. But this year, I say, guys, break it down into monthly installments so people can actually afford this and more people can get in and actually get the results that you guys get. But again, this isn't about OMG. This is about e-commerce, and I want to make sure you guys know this is value only here. Alexander says $4.99 for 16 months. Where are the replays? I'll get that out to you guys today. Cool. So basically, I think we're good to go now. What I want to do now is do one final Instagram share to show you guys here. One last question. I would better like to understand how to pay for an Instagram post. So this is I'll cover this here quickly now. Then I'm going to do one last exciting thing to get you guys amped up on my Instagram again. And then I'll probably pick someone on that one to give a prize to for you guys staying here to the very end. What we're going to do here, if you're paying for an Instagram influencer post, you'll contact them through their email or through their Instagram account or their Kick, which is an app that people often use. It'll say Kick in their Instagram description. You will then organize the deal. They will often have a preferred payment method. Most of the time it is PayPal, and then you can pay them. You organize the time of when the post's going to go out, how long for, if it's a permanent post, if it's a 24-hour post. If it's a 24-hour post, it might be a lot cheaper than having it permanently on their account. You do the deal, they do the shout out, you get the traffic, you see the sales, and then you can work with the influencers that are getting you the sales, guys. Please get a better microphone. Most definitely I will. Don't you worry. I've got this one here. I got this the other day. I haven't plugged it in yet, so I hear this thing's pretty good. So I need to set that up. So next time, hopefully, you can hear me a bit better. Someone says that link didn't work for the influencer. Probably isn't going to work right now because we're live on webinar. That's why. One second. All right, cool. So this is what we're going to do now. It says I've got a slow connection right now for some strange reason. So I'm going to put my webcam back on here. We're going to finish this webinar up with one last, let me get this up on my phone. We're going to do one last thing on my Instagram account. I'm going to ask you guys in a second, not now, how you guys enjoyed this webinar. And if you can see this, I'm going to chuck my webcam back on quickly. I'm going to ask you guys how you enjoyed this webinar. I'm not going to tell you guys what to say. I want you guys to let me know what you guys think. And one second. Wait, don't do it yet. You're being naughty, everyone. I want to get you guys up on Instagram first. All right, I'm going to ask you a question now. Then just go crazy, and someone's going to win a prize here. Get my Instagram account's Luke McGuire, so you can watch this afterwards. All right, guys, so what did you guys think of this webinar? Let me know in the comments right now. Boom. You guys are so good. I'm just going to keep on going here. One second. You guys are awesome. All right, guys, so again, I'm going to finish this one up here. Someone's going to win a prize in this here. You guys are the best. I hope you enjoyed this webinar. If you do have any extra questions, you can email me or hit me up on Facebook. It's gone for an hour and 30 minutes now, so I think that's a good time to finish here. I'll send this replay out today. Make sure you're on the webinar on Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern if you can make it. It'll be a lot of fun with Fred. Fred's such a fun, nice guy. One of the most humble people. He's been trying to come on and speak to my audience for some time now. So it makes sense now that I'm doing an e-commerce segment to share the e-com master with you guys then. So I'll see you guys then. Any other questions, let me know on Facebook. Let me know. Go into the Facebook groups if you enjoyed this and let us know in there that you enjoyed this as well. I love hearing your feedback because it keeps me excited to do these every week. It seems like you guys are enjoying it. So in saying that, I'll see you guys Sunday. Well, I'll see you in the Facebook groups before then. Instamate, Instagram, so Instamate, InstaEasy available if you want to get that. OMG, jump into that there to get the free month of just content and whatnot. I'm going to find that link again. It's just omgmachines.com/Luke. Let's send it to everyone one last time here. And then we're going to go ahead and end this now. So everyone have a great day. First day of summer here in Australia. Probably going to be first day of winter in America, I'm presuming. But hopefully it's not too bad and too cold for you all. And I'll see you guys on the next webinar on Sunday night. I'll speak to you soon. Thank you guys so much. I'm feeling amazing again. I'm all healthy, and you guys being so good in these webinars makes me really happy. So I'm going to go to the gym now and have a smile on my face. Now go watch me on Instagram because I'm going to follow this up on my Instagram story there soon. All right, guys. See you soon. Bye.